Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Hideaway Homestead 2. We're going to be talking today about what we're doing with our chickens. So I'm going to show you a little bit of updated information about what's happening out here on the farm as far as our chickens are concerned.
We bought 24 chicks to replace some older chickens that we had on the homestead. Here they come.
Okay, here's the box that they came home in. They got a little window right there. They're so funny when they stick their little heads up in there and try to see out. But anyway, so I'm gonna take them out and put them in here. Okay, there they are. This is some of them. This is only 6, and we actually have 12 that we're gonna be putting in here. So let's get them out and say hello to the camera. I think they're probably pretty used to drinking already because they had water bottles in the store when I got them. But I'm gonna go ahead and dip their beaks like I usually do, just to show them where the water is. Trying to do this one-handed is not easy. Usually what I do too is when I bring them home and check them to make sure they don't have what they call pasty butt. And so I just turn them upside down and check their bottoms to make sure that they're okay. What that is sometimes whenever they poop, it sticks to the back of them, to their back end. Yeah, you can see that one's drinking now. She figured that out pretty quick. Anyway, but yeah, it sticks to the I call it the fuzz, their fuzzy feathers on their bottom, and it doesn't come all the way out, and it just stays there until it hardens, and then after a while it will actually stop them up and they can't go anymore. So you have to check them for that and see if they've got it, and if they do, then you got to clear that off, clean that up. These are all supposed to be pullets. Sometimes though, when they tell you you're getting all pullets, you may have a rooster in the batch. And if we do, that's okay. Okay, so we got those girls in. Now let's get the other batch going. These are supposed to be the silver-laced Wyandottes. And there they are, all crowded in their little box. They're ready to get out of there, I'm sure. I've never raised this particular breed before, so we'll see how that goes. All these are about the same age, and we figured we would raise them all together. Okay, so there we go. Got everybody into the pen, or into the brood box. They seem to be happy campers. Wanted to just show you this brood box that we built, that we keep here, and we have the little chicks in there. This is one that I built, gosh, I don't even remember. It's been probably 3 or 4 years ago or more. It's been a while. We've had it for a long time. This one is 2 feet deep, 3 feet wide, and 6 feet long. And I built it out of OSB actually, and then painted it. And it just stays out here on our back porch. And I've got it set up in a way that I've got it divided with a piece of plywood. You can see there in the middle. So that if I have 2 batches of birds, I can put them in one side, some in one side, and the others in the other. And you can see I've got these guys in this side over here. All I did was put a notch in right here, and this piece of plywood slides in and out. So if I need to put more birds in here than what it will accommodate on half of it, I can just pull that piece of plywood out and put more in here and have, you know, quite a few birds in here. I've got, I think, 24 in this side now in here, and that's pretty good for the age that they are. And so I can put 24 over here in this side as well if I need to. And if I have more than that, then I can, like I said, I can open this up and let them have the whole run of the whole thing. This top piece here is just made out of chicken wire, and what this is just made with little 1-bys. This was something that we just made ourselves and put it on here for a lid. Don't really have to worry too much about them flying out right now because they're too little and they can't fly because they haven't gotten their feathers yet. They're just starting to get their wing feathers. So it'll be a while before they're actually able to try to fly out of there. And then I put a heat lamp right here, and I just set that right on top of the wire, and then I can just turn it on and off when I need to. They got their water bottle and the feeder, and if they get too cold and they want to get warm, they can just get over in this corner and warm up, which is what they do. And if it's too much heat and they want to get away from it, they've got all this space out here where they can just go away from it and not be too hot. You can make this as deep or as long as you need to. The building of it can be modified and, like I say, made to whatever size you need. We've also got this made in such a way that we can get it through the door if we need to. And like I say, this is out here on our back porch area, and we've got plants and stuff around it and little pots. That's what these are right here. But this works out really well for us. I can put those birds in there, and whenever they start to get their feathers and get bigger and start to run out of room, then I can move them out and put them into a regular chicken pen, which we have. But for now, this is a good place for them. They're protected. There's no animals that can get to them or anything like that. And this has worked out well for us, like I said earlier, for several years. So we're very pleased with this. Okay, this is one of our chicken coops that we built, one of our pens, and there aren't any chickens in here anymore because we sold them. This pen has been here for a long time. This was the first one we built, and back last year, we had an issue. Actually, it wasn't last year, it was this past spring. We had an issue with raccoons getting in here and killing the chickens. You can see this back wall right here where I've repaired it. The wood has been here for a long time and has started to rot, and the raccoons were able to just sort of tear through that and get in here, and they killed some of our chickens. And so I had to just sort of board it up back there to keep it secure enough that they couldn't get in until I could get in here and really repair the whole back wall of this thing. Really is what's going to have to happen. So anyway, so we're going to do that today. This is one of the pens. We sold these chickens. They had basically just aged out. They were getting close to being too old to lay. They were still laying, but just not very much. And so it was time for us to make a change, and that's what we had to do. So we sold them and got new chicks, and then we'll start this whole process all over again. It'll be a few months before the others get old enough to lay, but that's okay. Okay, let me go ahead and show you this next one. Go down here. This is the other pen that we have. This is actually the third one that we built. It's the most recent, and it's in really good shape as far as the structure is concerned. So I don't really have to do anything in here necessarily, just except for the fact that I need to come in here and clean it up. Rake up all the stuff in the ground and get it cleaned up a little bit. And there's the roost that we built for the chickens we had in here. We only had 2 chickens in here. We had a hen and a rooster, and they really weren't doing us much good. I mean, she was laying an egg every day or 2 or whatever it was. So we were getting eggs from her, but it just wasn't feasible for us to have a pen this big and with this much room with just 2 chickens in it. So last week they were 2 of the other ones that I sold to somebody who was looking for them, and so he was glad to get them. And like I said, she was laying, so that wasn't the issue. It's just that we need to have more chickens in this area, if we're going to have a pen this large. Actually, the plan at this point is to bring the ducks that we're getting at the end of this month. The ducks are coming the end of the month, and we're going to put them in here. And so this will be a good pen for them. So we'll have room for the new chicks that we have, and also a pen for the ducks. So yeah, this one here, like I said, just needs to be cleaned up. And this is a very nice pen, by the way. We've built these ourselves, and this is what it looks like. It's tall, it's 8 feet tall, and I think it's 8 feet wide as well. So it's an 8 by 8, and it's a very sturdy pen. And we've got some video on this of us building this. So if you want to go back and look up some of our older videos that shows what we did, how we built this, and that kind of thing, that would be some good information for you if you are planning to build one of these yourself. And this is our other pen. These are the girls that we still have, and they're still laying, and they're doing well. That's Roo. We call him Roo because he's the rooster, appropriately named. But this is actually the second pen that we built, and it's just like the other two. We put a metal roof on it. And where we put these girls is under a lot of shade out here. It's very hot in Florida, as some of you probably have figured out. And so we tried to put them in an area where they had a little bit of shade so that it wouldn't be quite so hot during the day. And there's a lot of trees around here, and there's actually a stand of bamboo right there behind this pen. And so they do have a lot of shade during the day, so it works out perfect as far as the location of this is concerned. There again, you can see how we built this if you go back and check out our video on building these. Also, if you have any questions or anything or comments, leave it in the comments section for us so we know. It's always good to know what people think.
Kevin put his photography skills to work today with a photo shoot of our new chicks. Hope you enjoy.
Thanks for joining me today here on Hideaway Homestead 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. So until next time, thanks for joining us.